Hello, Tip. Back so soon?
Sir John, I've made my decision.
I think I know what it is.
I'll do my best, Sir John, because that's all anyone can do in any job.
Mr. Chip, sir, it's an air raid.
Air raid. Quiet, please. Quiet. The class will continue. It may seem to you that at this particular moment in the world's history that the affairs of Caesar in Gaul some 2,000 years ago are of somewhat secondary importance. But believe me, that is not really the case. You cannot judge the importance of things by the noise they make. Oh, dear me, no. Let us resume our work. Is there anyone who will volunteer to construe?
I will, sir.
Very good. Turn to page 40 and begin at the bottom line.
Yes, sir. Genus hoc erat pugni. This was the kind of fight quo si milites exercuerant, in which the soldiers busied themselves.
You see?
Oh, sir, that's good.
Yes, you can see now that these dead languages sometimes come to life again, eh?
The opposite. They declared peace. It's over. The war's over. It's over! It's over!
Oh, come in, Doctor. Come in.
Thank you, Mrs. Wickett. Thank you.
Mrs. Wickett? Is that the doctor?
Yes, it is, sir.
Well, good afternoon, doctor. What brings you here? Not I, certainly.
No. The head asked me to look in.
Ah.
He wanted to know if you were going to the old boys' dinner in London this year.
Oh.
I told him I didn't think you were.
No, I'm afraid not. It's been a long time since I left here. Not since the war.
Chipping, do you really think you should be up?
Oh.
There's a lot of flu about, you know.
There's nothing matter with me, doctor. Nothing at all. And what would I do in bed? Why, one of the boys might drop in. A fine reception.
Well, I leave it up to you. Goodbye, Chipping.
Goodbye. And if you see a chap in the quad who looks as if he just couldn't wait till dinner, send him along, will you? I've a cake.
I will.
I remember them all. 63 years ago, Linford. And I can still hear their names as they called them before the classes. Ainsworth, Atwood, Abelmore, Babcock, Baggs, Barnett, Bassenthwaite.
Mr. Chip, sir. Mr. Chip, sir. Are you asleep, sir? Shall I, go now, sir? Mr. Chip, sir. Mr. Chip! Mr. Chip!
Well, Doctor, what do you think?
I don't know, Sir John. He's a very old man.
Who's that?
Hello there. Waking up?
What happened?
Oh, nothing much. You threw a faint, that's all.
Oh.
It's lucky that boy was with you.
Yes.
Try to sleep again.
Yes.
Poor old chap. Must have lived a very lonely sort of life. All by himself.
Not always by himself. He was married, you know.
Was? I never knew that.
She died a great many years ago.
Pity he never had any children.
Oh, what was that?
Careful.
What were you saying about me?
Nothing. Nothing at all, old chap.
I heard you. A pity I never had any children, eh? But I have, you know. I have. Thousands of them. And all boys.
Ainsworth, Atwood. Babcock.
Bag.
Barnum. Bassenthwaite.
Batterbay.
And now Mr. DeMille is bringing our stars to the microphone.
Mr. Chips has retired to immortality, and we bring Laurence Olivier and Edna Best back to our microphone.
You know, Mr. DeMille, this play brought back a few memories of my own school days.
Were you the small boy who released the mouse? The very small mouse at choir practice?
No. The most pronounced mischief I created at school was acting in plays.
We're glad you didn't perform.
As a matter of fact, I went from bad to worse, turned professional, and joined a repertory company.
Playing 4 or 5 different parts a week, I suppose.
If you get a passing mark in that school, you're an actor.
Yes, anything can happen in one of those theaters. I remember one incident with a traveling company when the juvenile was taken ill. The manager wired to another company in the next county to borrow an actor. When the borrowed juvenile arrived 10 minutes before curtain time, he turned out to be a character man about 70 years old. The manager was frantic. There he was 10 minutes before the curtain time with a character man to play a juvenile role. Only the visiting actor remained calm. He inquired for his dressing room. 5 minutes later, he reappeared with his makeup on. "Now, my good man," he said to the manager, "where is the stage and what is the play?"
I know just the kind of actor you mean. Give him the right cue and he'll play Peter Pan or the second gravedigger in Hamlet.
But I imagine he'd be pretty startled if anyone told him that there was a theater with an audience as big as this one. What's your play next week, Mr. DeMille?
Next Monday night, we're going to present a play by George Bernard Shaw, the one which was so very successful on the screen this year, Pygmalion. And our stars will be Jean Arthur and Brian Aherne. Pygmalion is the story of an unromantic gentleman of learning who trains a Cockney girl to impersonate a duchess, an experiment which produces startling and romantic results.
That sounds like a grand show. Jean Arthur and Brian Aherne in Pygmalion. I'm anxious to hear it. Good night.
Good night, Mr. DeMille.
Goodbye, Mr. and Mrs. Chips. Our sponsors, the makers of Lux Flakes, join me in inviting you to be with us again next Monday night when the Lux Radio Theater presents Jean Arthur and Brian Aherne in Pygmalion. This is Cecil B. DeMille saying good night to you from Hollywood.